Hi and welcome to another dcrd development update. Currently we are in the vote to choose a new creative direction for dcred's public-facing websites. And Solarpunk by Cypherpunk is winning by a lot. More information on that later in the video. Let's start and dive in. Taking a look at Bison wallet, dcred's atomic swap decentralized exchange that also acts as a multi-coin wallet, there are several things in the pipeline. Work is now being done to add the base network to Bison wallet. For testing purposes, they are adding the Kurtosis ETH harness. They are also updating the Ethereum virtual machine contracts. This is an important step towards making the DEX more attractive as Coinbase is now issuing USDC natively on the Base network. They are concentrating and investing heavily in the Base ecosystem, so this is an important development. When asked about the status of the Monero integration, DevWarrior reports, "A year ago we did a successful proof of concept for Monero swaps. We are currently writing a DEX Monero wallet, and after finishing the mesh network, we will add the swap capability. The Monero wallet will work similar to Cake Wallet in that users can connect to and sync from remote nodes rather than having to run Monero's blockchain on their computer. On the client web server, fixes have been made to redeeming the prepaid bond. A SEX surplus allocation bug was fixed on the Market Maker UI. Fixes were made to the volume-weighted average price calculation so that it can handle bigger numbers without breaking. Developers also made some changes to the market-making UI in order to make it more beautiful. Major work is being done to refactor the sync manager in dcrd, the dcred blockchain daemon, to improve its architecture for better performance, maintainability, and scalability, especially in preparation for parallel data syncing from multiple peers. The new architecture supports dcred's goal of syncing data from multiple peers, which could reduce sync times and improve network robustness. Synchronous code with clear state access simplifies feature development and debugging. Faster message processing and reduced delays should improve node performance, especially under high peer loads. Blocking by default reduces the risk of malicious peers overwhelming the sync manager as messages are processed before reading more data. This is an excellent development, and it's great to see dcrd, which is already extremely optimized, get better. The dcred Creative Refresh proposal, authored by Aaron Beierschmidt of Codex Venture Partners, seeks stakeholder approval to modernize dcred's public-facing assets with a budget cap of $75,000 USD payable in DCR upon project completion. Aaron says despite dcred's pioneering on-chain governance, self-funded treasury, and nearly a decade of hack-free operation, its fragmented messaging fails to convey its value, leaving it undervalued. The proposal aims to unify dcred's brand identity across websites like dcrd.org, docs.dcrd.org, Bison Wallet, and others, refresh Stakey into the Bison mascot, and develop an open-source image LLM for community-driven content, aligning dcred as the currency of self-sovereignty for humans and AI, in an emerging AI-driven economy. The initial proposal, a signal vote, is requesting no funds now but approval to proceed with choosing one of the three distinct creative directions: Solarpunk Cypherpunk, Cyberspace Cowboy, or Minimalist Manga, for a follow-up vote, with retroactive funding proposed after delivery. This signal proposal ultimately passed with 82% voter approval, and we've moved on to the next stage of choosing what direction we want to take. Aaron has provided reference art and images to give the community a better idea of what to expect from the three different choices. He has also linked some reference websites and videos he feels could potentially represent what he wants to accomplish for dcred. For Minimalist Manga, this video, for Cypherpunk Western, and for Solarpunk, something similar to the Ethereum websites. The project is led by Aaron Beierschmidt, with Bo Bateman in charge of design and Matthew Holter handling web development. The aim is to enhance dcred's narrative and position it as a governance backbone for decentralized human-AI coordination. They have specified that they will not proceed to the third and final proposal, which is the one where payment is actually requested, until the community is happy with their product. This means revisions and changes will be made based on feedback. As of the release of this video, Cypherpunk Solarpunk is clearly set to win the vote at 87% voter approval. So that is what we'll be getting. So be on the lookout for the initial first drafts of the new website designs. The high-bandwidth dedicated testnet nodes proposal by Jamie Holdstock passed with 94% voter approval. This proposal requested $3,500 in funding to deploy and maintain 7 public testnet full nodes for 2 years. These nodes are essential for testing and debugging in a safe environment before deploying to mainnet. Currently, the number of reliable testnet nodes is low, leading to potential performance issues. The nodes will be hosted across 7 data centers, support both IPv4 and IPv6, and offer high bandwidth. They will be deployed using open source scripts and come online within 2 weeks of approval. The funding covers 24 months of VPS rental, initial setup, and ongoing maintenance. Phoenix Dream put out videos on dcrd transactions in the dcrd full stack economy.
What if I told you that every time you send cryptocurrency, you're not actually moving coins from one place to another? Instead, you're destroying old money and creating new money. Welcome to the world of UTXOs, the backbone of dcrd transactions. In dcrd, new coins enter circulation through mining. When a miner successfully mines a block, they trigger what's called a coin-based transaction. Think of this as the network's money printer. It creates 21 million DCR over time, with each coin divisible into 100 million atoms. Here's where it gets interesting. Miners only keep 1% of newly minted coins plus transaction fees. 5 stakeholders per block get 89%, and the dcrd treasury receives 10%. This creates the first UTXOs, unspent transaction outputs that form the foundation of all future transactions. A UTXO is like a digital bill in your wallet. Just like you can't spend half a $20 bill, you can't spend part of a UTXO. You must spend the entire amount and receive change back as a new UTXO. Your wallet balance isn't a single number stored somewhere. It's the sum of all UTXOs you control. Each UTXO is locked to your address and can only be spent with your private key. dcrd is building a full-stack economic engine that operates without intermediaries or rent seekers, delivering a truly self-custodial, permissionless, and interoperable platform. With privacy, security, scalability, and efficiency at its core, dcrd aims to be future-proof and resilient during extreme conditions while remaining highly usable in everyday scenarios. Governance First Protocol. dcrd operates as a digital autonomous organization, DAO, featuring decentralized treasury management, proposal voting, treasury spending, and consensus upgrade voting, putting governance at the foundation of all operations. Peer-to-peer transactions. Direct wallet-to-wallet transfers enable tipping, donations, real-world transactions, and crowdfunding without banks or intermediaries. This foundation provides faster, cheaper cross-border payments operating 24/7, offering an alternative to traditional payment systems with greater financial sovereignty and global accessibility. Protocol-level funding. dcrd's economic system rewards diverse participation through POW mining, POS staking that earns interest and yield, treasury funding, and contractor earnings for development and community activities. This protocol-integrated approach eliminates the need for external funding while ensuring core development continues.
Thanks for watching this dcrd news update. Be sure to check out dcrd.org to learn more information about dcrd.